Mark Miles always says something very funny about me. He says, Allison loves people more than anyone I've ever met.
And it's this love of connecting, collaborating, and caring that helped 2014 Living Legend honoree Allison Melangton showcase Indiana to a worldwide audience by mobilizing legions of volunteers, all through her role as CEO of the host committee for Super Bowl 2012.
We did it! And the we is everybody.
Allison's journey to the heartland began in Colorado.
When I graduated, I went to work at the U.S. Olympic Committee, and all of a sudden this new world was opened. Come to Indiana, we've got some jobs open, we've got a great excitement and enthusiasm about what we see Indiana and Indianapolis becoming related to sports. And so I decided to go to a state that I had never been in my life, where I knew no one. But it was the best move of my life.
A gymnast since grade school in her hometown of Auburn, Maine, and competing throughout college at Colorado State, where she graduated with a major in sports management. Athletics taught Allison the value of competitiveness and preparation.
I don't like losing. When we bid on all these different events and we do all these things over the years, I'm very driven to make sure that we're successful.
But the lesson she most remembers came when she was just 4 years old, skiing with her dad in Auburn, spending half an hour trudging in tiny side steps up the hill to enjoy the oh-so-brief thrill ride back down the slope.
I remember my dad saying, don't be afraid of hard work. Hard work is a good thing. Over the years, there's been a lot of hard hills with the different things that I've done, and I always think about that, sidestepping up the hill and then, getting to the top and skiing down.
Allison's work with USA Gymnastics in Indianapolis did take her to the top of the hill.
Working at the Olympic Games in Los Angeles on the competition floor when Mary Lou Retton wins the gold medal and the men's team wins the gold medal. And I thought, this is amazing.
But soon, it was time to settle down and start a family. Allison joined the Indiana Sports Corp in 1994, overseeing Olympic trials, World Championships, NCAA Women's Final Fours, and Big Ten basketball tournaments. After losing out on Super Bowl 2011, Allison led a team determined to bounce back.
Super Bowl 46 will be played on February 5th, 2012, will be played in Indianapolis.
She was named president and CEO of the host committee, something more controversial than she realized when she overheard a downtown conversation.
One of the gentlemen said, don't you think it's odd that our city would hire a woman to run the Super Bowl? Well, actions speak louder than words.
And how those actions did speak. Super Bowl 46 became more than just the game, a lot more.
This is important in Indianapolis and the surrounding area and the entire state.
It was the perfect pairing of a visionary leader with a state uniquely positioned to rewrite history.
I've had the opportunity to work all over the country, worked a number of Olympics in other countries. You don't find people anywhere else that are the people here, who are genuine and want, honestly, to help in any way that they can.
Now in her current role as president of the Indiana Sports Corporation,
I can't wait to see what Allison's able to contribute to our community and our state in the years to come. I think she's just getting warmed up. If you were to follow Allison through a day or a week, I think most people would be blown away by how busy she is and how many people she touches in a given day. When Allison asks you to join her team, you say yes.
Another one of her amazing attributes is how well organized she is. Almost nothing happens randomly.
There is not going to be anything that she hasn't thought of, had a backup plan, and then had a backup plan to the backup plan.
I think it's really rare to find a leader that's really good on both dimensions, long-term thinking and vision, but also managing every detail.
Events like that require real vision, and I consider her now a sort of fully developed visionary.
Allison's boldest vision might be the super cure. Allison's friend, Tracy Runge, became the first woman ever to donate both healthy and cancerous tissue to research as part of her battle with breast cancer. And inspired by Tracy's courage, Allison leveraged the Super Bowl to expand a worldwide tissue bank to aid cancer research. Some said that getting many donors was impossible. Allison was determined.
This is a once in a lifetime thing. And we have to do it.
Who was one of the donors? Me. She convinced me. She convinced Tamika Catchings. She convinced hundreds of women in this community. bam, that's Allison.
And if the super cure helps to find an answer someday,
be ecstatic because we saved my daughters, your daughters, mothers, sisters, yourself.
I think that's one of the most maybe amazing attributes of Allison is that her own personal contributions are substantial, but then she inspires so many other people to give back and give back in really compelling and creative ways.
with so many varied accomplishments, you can call Allison Melangton a role model. In fact, she welcomes it.
If I had not had the women mentors that took me under their wing when I got to Indianapolis, I don't know where I'd be. I think it's a responsibility for all of us to take care of each other, particularly for women.
Allison has worked on 200 sporting events with an economic impact to the city and state in the billions of dollars. And over the years, she has still remained creative in that sport she loves, helping to produce NBC's coverage of gymnastics at the Olympics, winning 5 Emmys in the process.
The day I left Colorado, I got in my car and I was driving east to go to Indiana, and when the mountains were fading in the background, okay, I'm going to give this 2 years. And if it doesn't work, I'm going to come back.
What Allison Melangton could not know at the time was that she was headed for a home more suited to who she truly is than she could possibly have imagined.
She's reflective of that Indiana spirit, that Hoosier pride.
It's certainly a mix of hospitality and warmth, and it's a desire to be highly creative and really go way beyond what's required.
And if she makes a promise, she keeps it.
I know she's a very proud person. She's a person of faith, and you can't help but appreciate that.
It's Allison being Allison, which is caring, compassionate, genuine, humble, and godly. That's Allison.
Honest, hardworking, transparent, generous. Did I mention hardworking? And I think that all along she's been a Hoosier at heart.
Allison has just made an incredible contribution to the city and state. So yeah, I think she's earned her Hoosier. It's beyond a passport. It's in her DNA.
I'm very happy here. Our family is very happy here. I'm a Hoosier for life.